What's up, everybody? It's Temple with the Cave Cast. Want to thank everybody that's watched our channel and put us into a situation that we didn't know was going to be possible here this early. And that's asking for more people to hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 200. We want to go ahead and try to get the 200, even surpass it. But we can't do that without you guys. So if you're watching this channel and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and check out some of our other content while you're at it. But we'd like to thank everybody that has subscribed as well. We can't make these videos possible without the help of you guys. So every time you hit that sub button or that like button, all it does is help us with the algorithm and pushes our content out to more and more people. Again, we want to thank everybody. And if you haven't, go ahead, check out some of the other content and check this new one that we have out tonight. Thanks.
Niggas, man. I swear, if the Lakers, bro, if they reach, I want this nigga to go to Dallas. Please. Please. They saying Dallas gonna draft him. Please do it.
Why? Okay, here's my question. Why do they think
They
Dallas
want
is going to
LeBron.
draft?
They
The
want
Mavericks want
LeBron.
LeBron?
Apparently, I don't know if it's true, but that's the rumor.
Oh my
Hold on.
God.
You think, hold on. I know I'm not tripping. I know I've seen that.
Listen. I don't know if I like that.
Please do. He can go. He can go over there with Kyrie, reunite, and then bump heads with Luka. Because Luka gonna let him know. Please do. Please do.
Listen.
Hold on. Let me see.
Okay, so
Oh, hold on. Did you see what Reggie was saying during the game?
yeah, but then he backtracked on it. You heard about that
He
yet?
did. I
Yeah,
was like, he got paid. He got paid.
yeah. Hey, Reggie, we just want you to say,
He got a bag.
yeah, just say this instead, and we'll pay you. Blah 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 blah. Right.
He got a
So
bag. There's no
anyway,
way he just backtracked out of that. Reggie Miller, bro, he don't backtrack. What are we
hey,
doing?
so here's my question to you. Bronny checked in and did the combine, did all the, you know, the vertical jump, the max vertical, the 3-point shooting, all these things, right? And he looked good doing it. And I have no doubt that Bronny he's a good basketball player.
He's a good athlete.
I
I'll give him
don't know
that.
if he's NBA athlete basketball. You know, I don't know if he's that yet, right? Here's the deal though. I think that he needs to be in school a little bit longer. I think he needs to be with a great coach and get more time up underneath his belt with a great coach that can teach him. Now I know that they can say, "Oh, well, you get the great coaches are all in the NBA." That's not necessarily true. I don't necessarily believe all the great coaches are in the NBA. There are some great college coaches who are going to teach him the fundamentals better and be willing to spend that kind of time with him in the college ranks, right? I think that he needs a chance, and I would love to see the kid get a chance in the NBA. And I'm not even saying that he shouldn't get a chance because of his dad, right? That's not what I'm saying, because there's been plenty of guys who've gotten a chance off their fathers being in the NBA. I mean, Austin Rivers was one, drafted number 10. I mean, Austin Rivers, yeah, I mean,
He was
he
all
was,
right.
huh?
He was all right.
Yeah, he wasn't great. So, I mean, he's just one of the names that comes to mind. But what I'm saying is, I would really like for him to get a chance on his own, by his own name. And I don't think he'll ever be able to get to do that just because of what his name is and who his dad is. So, to me, I don't see that happening. Especially if he comes out and he does get drafted by somebody and then his dad winds up going to the same team he's on. You know, I think that's the one thing you should not be looking at as far as what you want to accomplish. Because that's LeBron James's, goal. That's not necessarily Bronny's goal. That's not his goal, right? And at this point, isn't it? Shouldn't it be more about Bronny's, goal instead of LeBron's? I mean, LeBron's had his opportunity to do what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, it should be more about Bronny. And Bronny seems like a really good kid, right? He seems like he's got his head on, very humbled. I mean, did you see the interview he did?
Yeah, I don't necessarily I don't have an issue with him. I have an issue with the narrative.
Yeah,
Like I don't like this is the problem that I have. So first of all, I don't like the fact that especially if as far as the Lakers go, if they draft this dude, they're not drafting him because they think he's going to turn out and be this player or this, whatever. They're only drafting him because of LeBron.
yeah,
And I don't think that's a good idea. You're dismissing all the other talent that should be getting looked at, deservingly so. Oh, you're looking over them and looking at him instead when he hasn't. And this is not me. People don't say I'm hating, but if we're going off, because what we do is we judge these players based off what they've done.
yeah,
He hasn't done anything at the collegiate level. Nothing, literally. He averaged 5 points a game, bro. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
And
I just it's
I,
ridiculous. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah. But to me, if you're going to
it's
do that,
stupid.
then you shouldn't waste. You don't waste a pick on him where he's going to be making millions of dollars. You put him as a free agent. Maybe he can get on as a free agent, right,
If
or
he's
something.
undrafted, or something like that, maybe you get a late second round. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
If that happens, okay.
yeah.
But if you spend
Exactly.
a first round pick on this dude, bro,
It's not. It can't be a way somebody's going to spend a first round pick on him, knowing he's not a
I
first round
promise
pick
you,
talent.
if the Lakers draft this dude in the first round, I want Jeannie Buss to resign. She need to sell
Yeah,
the team,
if she does that, that would
bro.
show that. And I'm not saying this because, and I don't want nobody coming after me because we already seen Harrison Butker get dragged in the damn.
Oh my god!
So, but what I'm
Don't get
saying
me
is
started
this.
on that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if she does that, she will show her ineptitude to put together a team based upon what the team actually needs to win championships and be competitive. Because ever since they had that 2020 bubble chip, that team ain't
Oh,
bubble.
and then they got rid. You know what? I'm not even going. Here's
And
the
they got
thing.
rid of the coach, which is irritating because I'm
They
like,
got
wait a
rid of
minute.
you. Let Alex Caruso walk. You let go of Dwight, who I think still was very. And people. So this is how I know people are just
Dwight
dumb.
actually
You let
played.
go.
He played
Yeah,
fucking Joker better
he
than
allowed,
anybody.
he allowed Davis to play how he wanted to play, and he also helped take pressure off of Davis defensively. He was basically Davis's backup
Yeah,
defensively, and you let him walk, and
yeah.
he was cheap. Same with JaVale McGee.
Yeah. So to me, I think that if they do this, that would be a big mistake. And look, I really because of what the kid has gone through with the cardiac arrest thing, having those kind of problems at such a young age, and then having to come and work through that, uh, not knowing if you were ever going to be able to play again, things like that, and then being able to come back and compete and still do it on a high level. Now, I commend the kid. I love the fact that he's got that kind of fight in him. And like he said, he wants to do it on his own name. He's more concerned about Bronny than he is, you know, LeBron. That's how he kind of put it. I'm more concerned with Bronny, and I don't
I
blame
just,
him because that's what he should be.
I just want to add this because I know the LeBron fans gonna come here. This ain't got nothing to do with LeBron because here's the thing: if this was Bryce instead, I
Yeah,
would be totally okay with it because Bryce is better than Bronny. I've been saying this for years. I think Bryce is more talented at the game of basketball than
yeah,
Bronny is, and he's bigger.
and he
He's
is
already
bigger.
like 6'6". He's 6'6", 6'7", or something like that
Yeah,
already.
something like that. Uh, and
If
you're
this
right.
was Bronny instead, if this was Bryce instead, I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Yeah,
If the Lakers was to go and get him, I
I
wouldn't
don't.
have a problem with it because
You know,
I think Bryce is going to be, if he keeps this up, I think he's going to be a problem.
I
So
would. I wouldn't
just throwing
necessarily.
that out there.
I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it with Bronny either. If he, let's say, before the draft, he sprouts up 6 or 7 inches, right? Because now,
Even then, no, I'm still not.
no,
I don't
but think
know.
about it. That means he still got he can grow a little bit, right? And if he gets to a point where he's a 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", big guy who can actually spread the floor, right? You never know what can happen. He gets to that point now. You can change some things up with him. But I wouldn't say necessarily spend a first round pick on him, right? But we
That's
do
what I was
know,
referring to. Though.
but we do know he's
First
got
round
some.
pick. Yeah.
Listen. Bronny has some. He has some talent. He's a very good shooter. I can't even knock him on that. He's a very good shooter. But the one thing I think that kind of lacks in his game is I don't think he is, from just the games that I've watched of him, I don't think he's very aggressive. You know, that might be one of those things. And I don't know if that's something that you can get as time goes on. I mean, you can play a certain way, but most guys who aren't very aggressive from the jump, they tend to kind of revert to, their non aggressive ways, right? So to me, I think that's one of the things that I think is a knock on him. I don't think he's a great ball handler. Uh, he's not going to be a great rebounder at 6'1". He's not going to be like climbing the
To
boards.
be
All
honest with you, I'm not seeing him sprouting up to 6'9"
I'm
at
not
this
either. I'm
point.
just saying it'd be funny if
I'm just
something
saying.
something like
I'm
that
just
did.
saying. If he it'd be different if he was already like 6'4", 6'5" ish.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, there's a possibility.
So
But
here's my
he barely 6'1".
yeah.
Nah.
Well, here's my question to you then. Do you think he will get picked up by first round in the first round by some team?
I certainly hope not. At least not by the Lakers. If anybody else want to pick him up, fine by me. If the Lakers do this, because not only does that mean LeBron's going to still be there, that's really the biggest issue I have with it. I just want LeBron to leave. Please, just go. Please,
You're like,
please, bro.
I don't care where that
I'm
go.
over. I'm over the experiment, bro. You've been here about what, five,
Is it
6 years
really
now.
an experiment if he's been here that
Um,
long?
okay, well, whatever you want to call it, the Laker LeBron thing with AD experiment or duo, you ran that course. It's time to move on. I really just at the point to where I want the Lakers to rebuild and start looking at new young talent and developing our own young players again. Can we get back to that? All these other teams got young stars. The Spurs just got Wemby. OKC got their little core going on. Ja Morant, you got him over there. I mean, the Knicks got somebody. The Knicks,
The Knicks
Jalen
got,
Brunson.
hey, not only just Jalen Brunson, but they got them the Nova Knicks now.
Yeah,
They got the
yeah.
Nova
And then
Knicks
I
now.
mean, Dad, the Cavs got pieces. They got young little talent over there. You got Donovan Mitchell, Darius. We ain't got shit. Like all these. My point is, all
The
these teams have
Timberwolves,
young talent. The
yeah,
Timberwolves of all teams.
yeah.
The,
Even
the Timberwolves are
Houston,
probably the even Houston got some
yeah,
young.
they
And
got
look, this is not me saying that just because they got these players that they're just gonna win a championship. But
no,
it's nice to see that these teams have their own uh their own players walking into the next era of the NBA because believe it
yeah.
or not, the next era of the NBA is coming, right? If not next year
Oh, it's
or in
already
the
here.
next couple years.
It's
Yeah, I
already
feel like it's
here.
kind of already here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
that younger generation, the younger guys have taken over. They've put all the older guys on notice. They just
yeah,
look at the Kevin Durant's, the LeBron James, the Steph
exactly,
Currys. All them guys are gone. It's a lot of younger guys in this league that are still in these playoffs. So
exactly.
the older team that's really in the league right now that's really playing is more like your Boston Celtics, and they're still that's a team
They're
that
still
drafted.
fairly young.
Yeah, that's a team
Yeah,
that
but
was
they're still
drafted.
fairly young.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying as
Jason
far as
Tatum's what, 25?
yeah,
Like,
but that's what I'm saying as far as the teams though being how they're comprised. They've been they've been a, they've been a thing though now for all these years, and they've been they put themselves together and put them in this situation. But the reason why is because of the draft capital that they had and what they were able to do and how they put it together, right? So you got them, you got
we ain't got no draft picks.
no, I mean you don't. You really, hey, what's funny
Oh,
is
they trying to trade Austin Reeves. Like, oh my
they
god,
do
man.
they think that they really gonna wind up getting Trey? Is that what it is?
I don't want Trey. Bro, he can't play defense. He's a liability.
Hey, he is. He is.
And not
I'm
only that, the Hawks are gonna want a haul for that dude.
true.
The, come on, just
Yeah.
can we just let Max Christie play, please?
They just net
A
they miss
20, bro. They got Max Christie. He's 20 years old, 21 maybe.
yeah.
I think he just turned 21. He's 6'7", athletic as hell, long arms, and is a defensive. He likes to play defense. He can shoot and he can get to the rim. Why are we not letting these dudes play?
Because
This is the
LeBron
problem that
James
I have.
said no.
Exactly. And to me, it's not even that, but it's because they have the pressure of trying to win now.
Well,
So if
yeah.
you're trying to win now, you're not worried about letting young dudes develop and get into they groove. This is the issue that I have with the Lakers right now because you're letting all this young talent just sit there and you're not letting them develop. And then you wonder why, when LeBron leaves eventually, why your team is going to be dog shit. You ain't going to have nobody.
All I can tell you is that the team that I'm looking at right now, as far as the Lakers, that organization does not look like a Lakers organization of old, where they were constantly trying to put themselves in position to compete for championships. This team, it just looks like
They
they're
want to
trying
do
to.
it the easy way.
They
They
it,
want to do
well,
it the easy
not
way.
only that, but they just look like what they seem to be to me is
Desperate.
they're trying to fill seats now. They just want to collect the money off of LeBron James. That's what it seems like
You
now.
got That's a good point.
It
That's a
doesn't
good
seem like
point.
they're trying to put a team together to win. Because if you were trying to put a team together, and I can't tell you for sure, but to keep getting rid of coach after coach after coach,
Players too.
players too, yeah,
Here's the
just
thing: you have no continuity. You
no,
keep like the 2020 team, for example, right? There was no reason to break that team up.
no, it
What was
wasn't.
the point?
I thought that was
You
dumb.
should have kept. You
You
should have kept Dwight.
KCP, you should have kept
You should have
KCP.
kept KCP. You
Yep,
should have kept Caruso.
yep,
You kept Kuzma, but then you ended up trading him later, which I thought was stupid.
yeah,
Kuzma was one of the main reasons why he hit some big shots in that championship run.
yeah. Well,
I just don't get it. You fire the coach that won you a championship.
yeah.
That
That
makes no sense.
all I can say is that they keep doing these
Bro.
things and they think that, I mean, hell, if you're going to do this, either you do this is one or two things you do, right? You either go ahead and put JJ Redick, because we know that's the reason why he came up with this podcast with him and LeBron, is to showcase
If they
his.
hire that dude, oh
Listen, I'm
my
just saying
god,
they only did
bro.
it to showcase his ability to basically look. He knows how to write out diagrams for plays like
He don't
nobody
know how to
else.
do shit. Let me
Okay,
stop.
so that they did that for that, and it's either you either do it and go ahead and give him the coaching job, or two, you let LeBron James be a player coach. Yeah, and you don't hire a coach.
And I
I
hope that
I,
happens.
I'm gonna be
If he
honest with
if he
you.
stays a third
I'm
coach, please do it.
I hope it happens
Please.
because it would do one of two things. It would either show him to be a fraud as far as coaching goes, as far as what he really knows, right?
We're gonna
Which
see how that system works.
exactly exactly.
I would love to see that. Hey, go ahead and be the coach, LeBron. You might as well.
And number two, then we would actually see maybe a blow up on the sideline where somebody says something along the lines of, Nick, you don't know what the hell you talking about. And I would love to see that happen on the sideline. Hey, I
Man,
would love to see where LeBron is sitting there drawing up a play
you know
or
what's
some shit like
crazy?
that, and then somebody walks off to the edge of the bench like he does his coaches and shit, and just sits over there and see how he reacts. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what's crazy? They tried to get on D'Lo about doing that in that playoff series against
Yeah,
the Nuggets.
yeah.
So everybody was on his dome about doing that, but LeBron did it before, and nobody really said nothing.
Of course not. Of course not. They won't say nothing. You know. I
Oh,
mean, God forbid
okay.
D'Lo had a bad game. Yeah, I
He
trust
did.
me.
He
He
played.
had
He didn't even score. He
no.
had
He
zero
had a bad
points.
game. He had a bad game, and that's the thing about D'Lo. I was telling you when we were talking about it, where me and you were saying that AD was more important, but D'Lo has to
Yeah, where
be
you
a
at,
part.
Dorian?
Yeah, he has to be a part of the game, right? He has to be a part of that series. They can't win it without him being able to hit some clutch, some clutch threes or some clutch open shots, right? And if you go out there and give them a goose egg, yeah, you're not helping them. You're not gonna. They're not gonna win without D'Lo being that third contributor scorer. Okay, so uh, yeah, I think that's a definite. But I would love to see him try to be a player coach. And
Hold on, I
hey,
gotta see something.
what?
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Oh God.
So Anthony Davis averaged 28 and 15, 4 assists, and a block and a half for that series.
Yeah.
While having to guard, he was the only defensive anchor really, and he had to guard the
Jokic.
MVP,
Yeah.
Jokic. So Michael Jordan ain't never had a nigga like that. Let me stop. I ain't never had a motherfucker do this though. 28, 15, and 4.
But he had
That
Scottie
boy,
Pippen. He had Scottie Pippen.
man, get out of here with this.
Scottie Pippen.
28, 15. Bro, that's like 3 Scottie Pippens, bro, and a
Hey,
Dennis Rodman.
did you know that I heard somebody say, I'm not gonna say which person it was, but it was on Player's Choice. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call it out. But
Man,
somebody had the nerve, one of the guys that's on there had the nerve to talk about how
hold on.
Scotty was able, when Mike was gone, to up his points per game by 4 points per game, and how they, you know, didn't fall off by much. They won like 55 or 57 games that year or whatever. And I was like, you know, let's just be honest about this. Nobody else left the team. Mike was the only person that was gone. They actually
Oh, they added players
they
too.
added players to that
They
team.
they
So
added a new coach,
yeah, and,
Ron Harper.
yeah,
What are we?
I get it. That's why I'm saying I just look at this and I'm like, I don't want to hear that kind of stuff when it comes to guys. But you're right. Michael never had a guy averaging 28 and 15 in a
You know
in a
why? You
series.
know why? But here's the thing, Dad. You know why Jordan's team that year didn't fall off a cliff? You know why? It's
Well, they had,
because this is literally what Mike said his greatest strength was. He said his greatest strength was being able to be coached.
yeah,
He was coachable.
yeah,
So you know what that allows? That allows the team to run in a system.
yeah,
And it's not based off whether Mike is on the court or not.
yeah.
It's based off the system. The system is why those teams were successful to a large degree because it wasn't dependent upon one a specific player being on the court at all times.
No, it
You
wasn't.
know,
What you're saying is
bro.
actually true, but what people also need to remember is what Mike was coachable, which therefore, if your biggest superstar, probably the biggest superstar in the world, is able to be coached, then that means everybody else on the fucking court has no excuse to why they can't be out there being coached. They have no excuse why
Yeah,
they
and
they can't
everybody had a
run those
role.
sprints.
Yeah, and
So
it
they,
allowed everybody to succeed in their role too. Like it
yes,
allowed them to be stars in their role. You didn't.
exactly,
Mike didn't have to be the point guard because he let the point guard be the point guard.
exactly.
He didn't need to be the point guard. What do you need to be the
Scotty,
point guard for if he got a
Scotty
point guard
did.
already?
Scotty, trust me, Scotty was incredible. I loved Scotty, but Scotty knew his role. Everybody else wants to make his role
Exactly.
bigger than what it was. His role was to take pressure off of Mike. His role was to be able to be the secondary scorer. He didn't have to average like 25 points a game because he didn't need 25 points a game with Mike.
And
And
that
he's
wasn't his game, no way. That was
no,
never Scotty's game. He could give
and
you
to
a
be
cool
and to be a
18
defender and to be a
and
defender.
be a defender.
Yeah,
That's all he needed to
he
be.
knew his role. The problem is most of these people out here making these comments about what Scottie Pippen was don't understand what their role is, and they want to try to make Scottie into something that he was not. Scottie was a Hall of Famer, but he's not a Hall of Famer without Mike. Mike would have
And it's
still been, he still would have been a
he
Hall of
was already
Famer.
a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he
He
would
was
have
already a
still been.
Hall of Famer before he got drafted. With Mike, when Scotty, he was already a Hall of Famer.
He wasn't yet. He you gotta remember he only played
He
one
was already
season.
a Hall of Famer.
He only played
Listen,
one season.
listen.
He was hurt the next.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I seen that nigga go up, put 63. Well, I didn't see it. I watched it
Well,
on
I
I
did.
on YouTube. But you get my
I
point.
did. I
That
watched it.
nigga, he was already projected to be a Hall of Famer. God
Well,
damn it,
what I'm saying is this. Look,
straight up.
I hope they do give him a chance to become a coach, be a player coach. You know, and then
Okay,
now
that's the
listen.
last resort because I
No, no,
really want
no,
him to
no. I
go.
want
I
him to
really
do
want
it
him to
because
go. Please.
then if they do it, let matter of fact, let him be the GM too. Let him be the GM player coach.
Now you're
He can
going too far.
now
You
he
know that
can
ain't gonna happen.
now he can go ahead and draft his son.
It's gonna be a team full of superstars, bro.
They ain't got enough money to do that shit. You
You're
can
gonna
go
trade
ahead.
everybody.
Yeah, go ahead and bring in D Wade while you at it.
JJ Redick might unretire. You never know. He might come back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, I
All I
hope
can
they don't
say,
do that, man.
all I can say is I hope Bronny gets a chance without having to do it with his dad. He don't need to be wherever his dad is. He needs to be somewhere where he can
Look,
work on his game by himself and making a name for himself. Trust me,
I'm gonna
I
be honest
think
with you.
Bronny getting a chance to play in the league, I have no problem with it because of his dad, but I also think he doesn't need to be underneath his dad to try to get himself to where he wants to be. He needs to be with a good coach that's going to show him.
Which we don't have.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what he needs to be. He needs
Hey,
to be with
look,
a good.
look. I don't mind Bronny getting drafted. He can go anywhere except my Lakers. 'Cause I don't want nothing to do with LeBron James in LA no more. I don't care if it's his son. I don't care about. They got to go. The James family got to go. I
Damn,
don't want
damn,
nothing to do with
damn.
them. They got to go. I'm sick of it. Please just leave LA. Go to the Clippers if you want to stay to LA. Go
Go to the
team up with
Clippers.
Kawhi.
The Clippers
That'd
don't
be a
want.
duper. That's a super duper team right there. You put LeBron on there with Russell Westbrook and James Harden on them.
No, they
They
don't
going
even.
to the finals.
Hey, do you think Ballmer, what's his name? The guy that owns the Clippers, Ballmer, I think that's his name.
Why
You
not?
you think he really gonna try to put LeBron on that team? You think he
If
would really
LeBron,
try?
okay, let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. If LeBron wanted to go to Clippers, they saying no.
I don't know. I really don't. I
I
couldn't
don't
tell
think
you.
so. Look, I want that to happen because that's gonna be a cluster.
Hey man, Luca just threw a over the half court alley oop for a dunk. Oh my! This dude was almost at 3/4 court.
He did what? Hold on, let me
three
look.
three quarter court fucking alley oop. Just to just a few seconds ago. That's crazy. I mean, he just threw it like it wasn't nothing either. So,
Man, hey, or not Luca. Victor Wembanyama got robbed for Defensive Player of the Year. By the way, just want to throw that out there.
yeah, because if you seen Rudy Gobert, what he did last night,
Got
trash.
cooked. Got cooked. Got cooked. Like I've
What?
been saying.
Joker
Got
went through
cooked.
8 for 9 on Rudy? 8 for 9 on
Joker
the defensive player of the year?
embarrassed in that. Bro, hey,
Hey,
look, I'm not saying Wembanyama would have locked Joker up because I don't think anybody can lock the Joker up. But I will say I think he would have gave him better. He would have gave him a better, more trouble.
all I can say is if
Because
that
I
was the
think
defensive player of
Wembanyama
the
is better than
year,
that dude.
if that was the
Bro,
defensive player of the year and he got cooked like that last night, man, maybe,
cooked.
just maybe, y'all should have let Rudy stay at home a couple more days with the baby.
And
He
listen,
wasn't ready to come back.
Victor Wemby should have been Defensive Player of the Year. They only didn't give it to him because of the whole, Gobert had a chance to make NBA history right there. They wasn't
Man,
going. Come on now.
yeah.
We know why he won.
All I can tell you is, to me, right now, as I'm looking at it, the Nuggets are,
Probably gonna win.
man,
If they win, did they play tonight?
uh,
I don't
no,
think
they just
so.
played last night.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
so
They
now
play tomorrow.
the series is 3-2 now. So, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be playing. They'll probably be already played. So, but I did say when we did our picks, what was it, about a month and a half ago, about a month ago, I did say that I was picking the Nuggets to come out.
The Minnesota done let me down. They was
Well, I mean, the
don't
game,
nobody even
hey,
play.
hey, the
And they
series ain't
talking
over
about
yet.
it's not, but I'm just saying,
It's not over
who's gonna
yet.
stop Jokic? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Jokic done took the heart out of Gobert. I'm being so serious. If you can, and this is the reason why they lost those first two games because Jokic wasn't being aggressive enough offensively. He was looking to pass more than he was to score. These last three games, he been looking to score, and they can't stop him.
Well, I will say this: you are right,
Just saying.
but I will also say is there is a difference when having a team that has a championship caliber coach and a championship caliber team that has been there before versus a team that hasn't, right?
Yeah, that's
And
true.
Minnesota hasn't been there yet. They don't know how to win yet. They have to go through something to learn that, which is one thing people need to understand when it comes to winning the championship. It's not just about the team you put together. It's about going through the fucking struggles. And
Obstacles.
that's the thing
Obstacles.
that yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing that makes these teams great is when they go through the struggles and they lose and then they come back even better and they win. And that's why I say Mike to me will always be the GOAT because he went through the
That's
struggles
why
and the
he
struggles and he
exactly. That's one
learned
of the
how to
biggest
win
things
with the
about
same
Mike.
team, right? And so when you got these teams that go through this kind of stuff, right? And they learn how to win, right? And they learn how because they had to learn how to lose, right? So they go through this, and I think that's what you're going to see with this Minnesota Timberwolves team. They're good. They're very good, but they have to go through something to prove that they're that team to be able to say, hey, we are deserving of a crown, right? We're deserving to be able to play for a crown. So I'm not saying that the series is over by far because I think that the Minnesota Timberwolves still have an opportunity to push this game to 7, right? They just got to win it, the next game. But they did give up a little bit of their, you know, their momentum with this by not closing that hole that was there for Denver to squeeze through. And once Denver got a little bit of, they got a little
A little bit of
smell of that.
blood. They
Yeah,
taste
once
that
they
blood
got,
in the water.
hey, they tasted that blood in the water, they smelt it. Hey, now they done went through, and it didn't help that Shaq. The Denver is 3-0 now that Shaq done talk shit about Joker. It
I'm
did.
so dumb.
It did
Joker,
help.
like, oh yeah, Shaq. Oh, that's
Oh,
you gonna talk
mean
shit about me after I just won MVP? Bet I'm
what did
cooking them
this
niggas the next three
what
games.
what did Chuck say about me? He said I'm
That boy put up
slow.
a 40 piece too the other night. Oh my
Ah,
god.
I will show this dumb American who I am.
Did you see that step back he hit late in the game too? Oh
Ooh.
my god. Oh goodness. Cause I thought it was a stupid shot. I
Mm.
was like, what you doing? And then he switched it. I was like, hey,
You know what's funny about
I
that
ain't
is
gonna say
because
nothing.
Minnesota has a deeper team, right? But it's Denver. They're coached very well. Malone is a
Yeah.
nasty. I
And
like Malone.
I love the way that Malone uses Aaron Gordon too.
Yes, yes.
Because
He
Aaron
uses.
Gordon, he's like it's between him and Porter Jr.
Yeah,
They're like the unsung heroes for that team, to be
they're
honest with
like
you.
free
Because
safeties. They're like free safeties. Every time
man,
they're always circling the basket. They don't stay there, but they're circling all the time,
and
right?
they always come up clutch when Luca or not Luca, when Jokic or Murray are kind of like off a little bit, and
Yeah,
then here they come. Especially both of them, they'll come out of nowhere and just go crazy. Man, Porter Jr. and
yeah.
Aaron Gordon, I'm telling you, man, them dudes. KCP too. I'll give him his due too, but more so those two. Those dudes be coming in clutch, man.
All I can say is I think that team, you know, they don't have a deep bench, but they do play so well together. And Joker, he just kind of puts everybody in the right place. You know,
And that passing, his passing, it's infectious because everybody does it.
everybody.
Man, I seen Aaron Gordon make this crazy pass one game. It was nasty. So I was like, when you start learning how to pass like that, you ain't known for that. It was a dot, like straight dot. I was like, God damn. But they
Well,
all do it though, and then their ball movement is very good. Like I don't know, maybe he giving them lessons or something. I don't know.
well, tonight the Celtics have closed it out with the Cavs 4-1 on that series. And Dallas right now is leading OKC. Their series is tied 2-2, but Dallas is up 40-28 with 7 minutes left to go in the second.
Ooh.
So Dallas might screw around and win this game tonight. We never know. You know, it's a lot of time left in the game, but uh, we just wanted to make sure that we touch base on some information as far as with Bronny, what people thought as far as the playoffs, how they're looking right now, and how we perceive some people's teams having some problems out there in La La Land.
Hey man, chill out. God, man,
uh,
it's
I know you
stressful.
hate it. I know you hate it. I know you do. So, but we're not going to stay on here very much longer. We wanted to give you guys an opportunity to weigh in. So, if you have any comments about this season's or this postseason for the NBA, if you have any comments about Bronny and his draft capabilities as far as where he could, or speculation of where he could go, or who, even if he does go, maybe he doesn't. You never know. Leave a comment in the comment section, and if you haven't, hit that like and subscribe button. We like to get a lot more people involved with our channel. Like I said, as of tonight, we're at 182 subscribers. We're trying to get to 200. Doing pretty good as far as getting subscribers onto the channel. And if you haven't checked out some of our other videos, our other content, go ahead and give some of those a quick look too, and see what you think. Like I said, we've got some good content out there, and by the views, especially the last 3 or 4 content or videos that we've put out, people have actually kind of just flocked to them and given us a lot of views. So we appreciate everybody that's gone to our channel and checked us out. So for everybody here at the Cave, we'll see you guys next time.